Pula with NIM 230553147. Today I will be presented about Fisika Dasar 2, especially at the quantum nature of light. Today's main reference is taken by this book entitled Basic Physics by Carl F. Kuhn in second edition. Today's content is first, blackbody radiation and electromagnetic theory. 2, Planck's quantum hypothesis. 3rd, Einstein on the photoelectric effect. 4th, the Bohr model of the atom. 5th is the emission of light. 6 type of lamps. 7 phosphorescence, and last but not least is the laser. So the first topic is blackbody radiation and electromagnetic theory. Blackbody radiation. A blackbody is a hypothetical object that perfectly absorbs and emits electromagnetic radiation. And black objects do not reflect any light and therefore appear perfect black. Black bodies emit electromagnetic radiation over a broad spectrum of wavelengths, which is determined by their temperature. Next is electromagnetic theory. Electromagnetic theory shows that electromagnetic fields can propagate through space as electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves have a wide spectrum, ranging from radio wave with very long wavelengths to gamma rays with very short wavelengths. Next is Planck's quantum hypothesis. Explanation of Planck's quantum hypothesis. Planck's quantum hypothesis is a theory proposed by Max Planck in 1900 to explain the radiation spectrum of black bodies. This hypothesis states that electromagnetic energy is not emitted or absorbed continuously, but in small packages called quanta. The size of energy quanta depends on the frequency of electromagnetic radiations. There's the impact of Planck's quantum hypothesis. Planck's quantum hypothesis had a major impact on the development of modern physics. This hypothesis is one of the foundations for the birth of quantum theory, which is one of the most important theory in modern physics. Quantum theory has been used to explain various physical phenomena such as the structure of atoms, the property of semiconductors, and the lasers. So next is the Einstein on the photoelectric effect. Here's the explanation of photoelectric effects. That photoelectric effect is a phenomenon in which electrons are released from a metal surface when exposed to light of certain frequency. This effect was first observed by Heinrich Hertz in 1887, but it cannot be explained using classical physics theory. Einstein explanation in 1905, Albert Einstein explained that photoelectric effect using Planck's quantum hypothesis. Einstein stated that light not only has wave properties but also particle properties. Einstein called this light as particles photons. According to Einstein, the energy of photon is proportional to its frequency. The photon energy required to remove an electron from a metal is called work energy. If the photon energy is greater than the work energy, the electron will be released. If the proton energy is less than the work energy, the electron will not be released as soon as possible. So next, the Bohr model of the atom. Basic assumptions of the Bohr atomic model is first, the Bohr atomic model is based on several assumptions, including electron in atom move in circular paths called orbits, and then the energy electron in atom is quantities, meaning it can only have a certain values. And last is when an electron moves from one orbit to another, it emits or absorbs energy in the form of photons. So next is emissions of light. Light emission, explain it. Light emission is the phenomenon of releasing energy in the form of light. Light is electromagnetic radiation that can be seen by the human eye. Light has a wavelength and a frequency. The wavelength of light is measured in units of nanometers or nm, while the frequency of light is measured in units of hertz. So next, move to the types of lamp. The following are some types of lamp that are commonly used. First, incandescent lamp. Incandescent lamps are the oldest and most popular type of lamp. Incandescent lamps works by heating a thin metal filament, producing white light. Incandescent lamps have low efficiency and relatively short service life. Second, fluorescent lamp. Fluorescent lamps are a type of lamp that is more energy efficient than incandescent lamp. Fluorescent light work by using a gas-filled tube that has active by a phosphor. This gas tube produces ultraviolet light, which is then converted into the white light by a phosphor. Fluorescent lamps have higher efficiency than incandescent lamps and a longer service life. So last is LED light. LED light LED lights are the most energy efficient and longest lasting time of light. LED light work by using semiconductor to produce light. LED lamp have a very high efficiency and very long service life. So next, there's phosphorescence. Phosphorescence is a type of luminescence in which a substance absorbs light energy and then slowly releases it over time as light. The light emitted by a phosphorescent substance is typically of a lower frequency or longer wavelength than the light that was absorbed. This is because some of the energy is lost in the form of heat as the light is re-emitted. So phosphorescence is caused by the excitation of electrons in atoms or molecules to higher energy level. When these electrons return to their ground states, they release energy in the form of light. So the last topic is the laser. So laser, which stands for light amplifications by stimulate emission of radiation, is a device that emits light through an optical amplification process based on the stimulate emission of electromagnetic radiations. Laser light has several unique properties that differentiate it from other light sources, such as first, monochromatic. Laser light has one specific wavelength, producing very pure colors. Then the second is coherence. Laser light wave have the same pace and move in the same directions, production a highly directional light beam. And last is high intensity. Laser light can be converted into a beam with very high energy intensity. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you.